What you guys, got another video here for you. If your PC won't boot and you want to rescue your data first and you don't want to spend any money, then I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. So basically, if your PC Windows is stuck on a blue screen, or it's caught in an automatic repair, boot loop, or it's just refusing to boot into Windows, then don't panic. I'm going to show you how to recover it. All you need is one of these items right here. If you've got a spare SSD NVMe drive laying around, you can use one of these external drives to put it into, to be able to plug that into the computer so we can back up our data. You can pick up these portable hard drives. These are very small, 2.5 inch, and you can get these right up to 5 terabytes. And they're quite useful to have if you want to learn how to back up data. Then you can get yourself one of these. Or if you on a bit more of a budget, you can get yourself either 128, a 256, or even 1 terabyte USB flash drive. We've also got enclosures, whether it be 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch for SSDs and hard drives. You can use one of those, or you can even use just an external hard drive if you want to, a larger one, or even something like this SSD with a very affordable little cable here. And basically you can use these to plug into the computer and back up your data to it. And these are pretty cheap and affordable on Amazon. Now, the most important part is as long as your hardware is working fine and it's just a software issue like Windows, then you're perfectly fine. But if you've got a broken hard drive or broken hardware that's stopping you from booting up, then this might need to be taken to a PC repair shop. We're going to be using a mini PC for this demonstration, but it could be a mini PC, a desktop PC, or a laptop. And either of these could have issues where the PC won't boot properly to the desktop. As long as you don't have any major hardware failure and it's just a Windows operating system issue, you might be able to use one of these techniques I'm going to show you to be able to recover your data. Then there's quite a few ways of going about recovering data. You can remove the drive, as we discussed earlier, but we want to leave everything intact and recover the data as it stands right here without opening up the machine. Now, I will say that as long as you don't have motherboard failure or complete hard drive failure or something like that, you should be able to recover data from that computer. Now, the technique we're going to use is using Hiren's BootCD PE. It's a free bootable live Windows environment that lets you start up your computer from a USB drive to access the hard drive or SSD and copy all of your critical files to an external drive before fixing or wiping the system. What you're going to need is a computer to create the bootable USB media. You're going to need a flash drive at least 8 gigabytes or larger, and Hiren's BootCD PE ISO file, and you can use this to create a bootable USB flash drive using Rufus. So you're going to need to head over to Rufus's website and download either the installation program or a portable application that they have there. I'm going to go for the installer version. Now, like I said, you're going to need another computer to be able to build the USB flash drive, so that's also important. Then you can head over to Hiren's BootCD PE and hit the downloads button, and you'll see there's loads of software on here that we can use. A lot of this is all free software which you can use. There's no pirated software on this Hiren's BootCD PE disk. So let's go ahead and download the ISO file here. So I've got both of these downloaded. And once we get these downloaded, we need to click on the Rufus execution file. So let's go ahead and do that right here. Say yes to the user account control, and you should now see Rufus open. From here, we've already got it created on this USB, but I'll go through it again. Hit select, and now choose the Hiren's BootCD _ PE ISO file. Now, if you've got a modern day computer, it's going to be GPT. If you've got old legacy hardware, older systems, it will be MBR for you. But we're going to go with GPT because this is a modern day computer, and that's UEFI non-CSM. Leave everything else as is and click start. It's going to ask you, do you want to continue? Going to click OK here. It's going to warn you that all the data on the drive is going to be erased. That's fine. Click OK. And it's now going to start creating our bootable USB flash drive with Hiren's BootCD PE on there. Now, as long as you've got all of the criteria like I've told you already, where you'll need a USB flash drive, a secondary computer to create the bootable USB flash drive, you can download these files for free, and you'll need an external source to put your data onto, whether it'll be one of the options we talked about earlier. Now we need to get into the BIOS. You can do that by tapping F2 or the delete key on startup, and then get into your BIOS and change the boot order to boot to your USB flash drive. Save those changes, and straight away you'll see loading files. This is the Hiren's BootCD PE booting up for the very first time. It does take a bit of time because it's loading into memory, but don't worry, I'll speed this process up and we should get to the desktop. Once you're at the desktop, we can use a variety of different tools, but we're concentrating on the recovery process here. Now, you could just drag and drop all of your files onto an external source if you wanted to. You can use Robocopy. You can use, different types of applications to be able to recover. What we're going to do is concentrate on this one to recover all of the user profiles on that system. So just let it load up, and it should load up to the desktop. Now, if you want to see more videos about Hiren's BootCD PE and how you can use it to fix computers and recover data and all that sort of stuff, let me know in the comments section down below. So I've opened up the File Explorer here, and you can see we've got our backup drive plugged in. We've also got our C drive, which is the computer that is not booting. And we've also got our Y drive, which is our Hiren's BootCD PE. So let's go ahead now and go to the Start button here. Click the Start and go All Programs. Go to Hard Disk Tools, and inside Hard Disk Tools, look for Imaging and look for IOMI Backupper. It's a free program. We can open this up. Now, it's going to take a bit of time to open because it's loading up into memory. So just be patient and let it open. And when it opens, we're going to be able to make a copy of all of our data. Now, like I said before, there's quite a few ways of doing this at this location. So you can do different ways of backing up data. I'm just showing you one way. If you want to see more videos like this, then let me know in the comments section down below. So what we're doing is letting this open up. Go to New Backup here. And when we click New Backup, we're going to go Add Folder. We're going to go to this PC. Go to the C drive. That's the computer that is not booting. Going to come down to where it says Users. Select that and click Open. And this is going to make the path to C drive users. That's going to back up all of the users' data on this system. That's every user. From here, we're going to go to Next, this PC, and then go to the Backup folder. Create a new folder, call it Backup or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call mine Backup. But it's always good to put a date on there so you know what backup date and what PC it's from and things like that. I'm just going to keep it simple for this video. Now we can click Open, and now we've got our source and our destination. So now we can click Next, and it's now going to start to copy over. Now you might see an error message right here saying it can't copy certain files. Just skip those because these are files that are not important to you. What are important is the main structural data, which is in documents, inside your downloads and things like that. It's going to back up all of that stuff. So if we go back into our C drive here in this PC, you'll see that we can now go to Users and then go to the account. There's only one account on here, but let's have a look inside the admin account. And it's all of this data right here, which will be all of the videos, documents, photos, all that sort of stuff that will be copied over. Now, like I said before, you can cherry pick what stuff you want to back up yourself if you want to, but we're just copying everything in these user folders. That's now finished. We can now click Finish. And now we have a backup of that data using IOMI Backupper. And this is it right here. So what we're going to do now is shut down the computer and remove the USB flash drive. And we can now boot up to a new computer. You can see right here, here is the backup. And it should be about 30 gigs or so. There we go. And that's our backup right here. Now, of course, you can do it whatever way you like from this location. This is just one method to backing up the user profiles on a Windows system that is not booting. So let's shut this PC down, and then we're going to transfer over to a computer where we're going to transfer all of the data we've just backed up. So let's go to a computer right here. We're at a desktop. We're going to go to the browser, and we're going to search for IOMI Backupper. It's a free tool, and we're going to click download. You can see freeware right there. And once this is downloaded, we can install the application, and it will look something like this. Click Enjoy Now, and this will open up the program. From here, we want to click on Restore because we've already got the backup. So let's click on Restore right here and go to this PC. And we're looking for backup. And we're going to backup right here. And you can see this is the actual backup. Now, if I click OK, it's going to load all of this right into here. This is the image information right here. Now, from here, you can restore everything that you've just backed up, or you can restore just a few files if you want to, and go through here and you can see, uncheck what you don't need and check what you want to restore. And this could be your documents, your downloads, your desktop, and so on. And then once you've done that, you can click next, and it will go ahead and restore all of this. So I'm just going to restore all of it, but I would normally go through and uncheck what I don't need. From here, you can restore to the original location, or you can restore to a new location. Once you're happy, click Restore, and it starts to restore all of that data. Now, if you've been following along all the way through, you should now have a backup of all your data and restored it to a location of your choice. You can now reinstall Windows on that broken machine and basically get it back up to a working standard, so you can then copy back onto that machine if you wanted to. And if you followed the tutorial along, you would have probably rescued all your data by now. As long as you didn't have any hardware failure, you should have all your data intact and saved yourself hundreds of dollars from the PC repair shops. Anyway, I hope this video has been some sort of help to you. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It really does help the channel grow. Also, just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support, and I shall catch you in the next video, or I'll see you on the Discord server for a chat. Bye for now.